trouble the best I can, like everyone else. Only it's obvious that Tina's not going to make it. She doesn't have the guts or the brain.
If anything happens to her in here, I'm coming after you. I don't care if I have to break into this place and bust you out just for the pleasure of breaking you in two.
Wait, it's Mary Lynn.
What are you doing here?
Are you angry that I found you?
Why were you looking for me?
Because I want to make up.
We already apologized.
I know, but there's still so much tension and distance between us. I hate it. You know, it makes it very hard to concentrate on anything else.
Come on in. You know, Marilyn, I told you that I couldn't be with you tonight. And so you automatically assume that I'm going to get together with my old buddies and go harass the college boys.
That's what I thought at first. But then I realized that you wouldn't. You told me you broke from those kids, and I believe you.
If you believe me, why are you here?
Why are you? What kind of job are you doing here?
I got the job done, and there were a few other things I needed to finish up.
Things that don't include me?
That's right.
And you can't tell me what it is.
Why are you hassling me, Marilyn? Do I ever ask you to take me to school with you?
I'm really sorry.
Wait just a second.
Forget it.
Marilyn, please.
Let me go.
Hey, I'm a lot stronger than you are, so you might as well stop fighting, okay?
I don't understand you. You know, I think I should just leave right now, and we should stay away from each other.
If you think we should stay away from each other, then why are you here? Doesn't make much sense.
You don't make sense.
Now, what in this world does? All I know is that I care about you. Probably a lot more than I should.
Are you saying that you don't want to care about me?
I'm saying that my life was a lot simpler before you came along.
Yeah, well, so was mine.
Well, then I guess we should just go our own separate ways, shouldn't we?
Is that what you want?
No. Marilyn, why don't you stay here with me tonight? Don't go back to the dorm. Just stay with me.
I'm just trying to defend myself.
Oh, I know you started it, Sanders.
That's wrong, Warden. Holden threw the first punch, ask him. He's honest, trustworthy.
Yeah, I threw the first punch, but he goaded me into it. He's been the one after Tina.
I'm a model prisoner, Max. Ask the warden. He'll tell you. He hates me, but he'll tell you.
Sanders, you and Buzz were supposed to clean up those boxes. Holden, Nurse Dixon has the report on Dr. Breton. Take it and get out of here.
I gotta pick up those visitors at Tina's.
Fine, then you can all leave.
Yeah, one more thing, Warden. This guy that ran down your daughter, Allison, he's no model prisoner. Keep your eye on him.
That's enough. There was no trouble in here until you arrived.
Yes, and I know all about Jamie Sanders. I don't need your advice.
Yeah, right.
Now, Sanders, get back to work. There's a press conference in less than 3 hours. Dixon?
Wait a minute. I need to see the nurse. I think he dislocated my shoulder.
All right, all right.
Which one?
They're fine. I want to know about the shrink for Tina.
He's competent. It's possible he can work with Tina and get rid of her delusions about Maria Roberts.
And then she'll finger you? Well, maybe you'd better do something about that.
I already have a plan. The solitary block won't be guarded during the press conference because of extra duty here. Tina, being as loony as she is, will do something very self-destructive.
Oh, that's too bad. Do you think she'll die from it?
I'm afraid so.
It's time for Al to have his apple juice. Would you like to give it to him? You brought it here?
Yes, the guards have it in a bag. Shall I get it?
No!
Why?
No, you don't. Just throw that stuff out.
Why? I don't understand.
Because Maria will poison it.
Now, look, I cannot sit here and listen to you talk about Maria like this, Tina. Maria doesn't exist. You must stop these illusions. Please. Now, I don't have much more time, and I want to promise to you again that I'm only going to be in Argentina for 1 week. And then I'm coming back with Al and Steve.
Steve's going with you?
Yes. And we all have round-trip tickets.
Well, I know you'll come back. And you're Al's mom. And you're my friend. So you wouldn't do anything like that to me.
I am your friend. That's very true.
Hey, baby, and with my other baby. How's the reunion going?
Oh, it's going so well. I don't want it to ever end. Gabrielle says she's going to Buenos Aires and she's going to take Al, but she says she's going to bring him right back.
Well, of course she is. His daddy lives here, and so do you. You give her the picture?
Oh, I almost forgot.
I should have known.
This is the most recent picture I have of him. There you go.
Oh, Al, you look so handsome, don't you? Look at you. Oh, no, honey, no. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this up on my wall. Yes, I am. But when Maria comes, I'm going to hold this up and I'm going to ward her off with it. Wait, what's this? Alonzo Medina Holden?
Yes, Tina, I renamed him Alonzo after Don Alonzo. But we can still call him Al. I'm sorry.
How could you do that? How could you just wipe Al Roberts just right out of his life? That was a nice thing I did. I was trying to do it.
Tina, it's nothing.
You never even asked me. You never even talked to me, just like you didn't ask me about going to Argentina. In fact, now you gave him a nice Spanish name, so he'll just fit in right there, so you don't have to bring him back, will you?
No, that's not
true. I can't even believe this. Every time I turn around, somebody is doing something like this to me.
Time's up. In fact, I gave you a few extra minutes. Tina, what now?
She's going to take my baby away, and she's never going to bring him back.
Tina, we cannot leave like this. Somebody crying over something so silly. Al is still Al. He's the little baby you helped bring to life.
You take him out, please. Get him out of this awful place. Leave me alone.
It's okay. Tina, it's all right. I love you. Al loves you. We both love you.
And as you know, we've lobbied long and hard for this. It's a major advance in prison security, and once it's fully installed, Statesville will have the most modern control center of any prison in the country.
Will the doors and alarms be controlled through it, Warden?
That's exactly right. Now, if you'll just look at this section, you'll see there's a light for every cell block in the facility. Although at the present time only cell block A and cell block C and solitary are hooked up. Now, should anything happen, a fire, a fight, a garden trouble, it will register here. A light will go on, the alarm will go off, and we'll know instantly where the source of the trouble is.
Can you hold that pose right there, Warden? Thank you.
So after Tina had accepted the fact that I was going away on a trip and she had nothing to worry about, that I would come back with Al, it was the changing of the name that totally upset her.
It was frightening. It was like the name symbolized all of her losses or something.
And she also sees me as part of a conspiracy that's out to get her.
She said that?
No, it was in her reaction, you know, it's sort of like one more thing.
Did she talk about Maria?
Several times. You know, it got so bad that I almost had to shake her. I don't know, she just won't accept the fact that Maria's dead. I understand now what the two of you have been going through when you go to see her. Vicky, what can we do? I'll postpone the trip. Anything that will help.
Larry, you found anything in that file?
Brenton's gonna be fine. I mean, as far as I can tell, he's very qualified.
Do you know it?
No, we've never met. But I'll call Jim this evening, try and set up an appointment to meet with him. I feel it'll help him to know what kind of effect Maria had on Tina's life. Because I better get on home, make some phone calls.
We'll walk out with you.
Larry, thanks for all your help.
Oh, yes, I appreciate it, too.
I hope we can do something. In the meantime, good luck with your family reunion.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you later. Thanks. Bye.
Shouldn't Steve be picking you up soon?
Yes, we should be leaving for the airport in about an hour.
I can't tell you how glad I am that the two of you seem to be clicking.
Yes, grateful, I should think. I'm sorry. Sorry, that was a bit bitter, wasn't it?
Oh, just a tad.
I guess that there are some lingering feelings about how nice it would be if I were showing up at the family reunion with the father of my son. You know, my husband. The way it was supposed to be.
I said I'm sorry. You know that.
Yeah, I really do know that. I'm proud of the way I'm ready to face them with Al. With my head held high.
And I am proud of you for that, too. Guess you have learned a lot living here, huh?
Yeah, I've learned about nerve, Tina.
Hi, there you are. I saw Vicky and Clint outside. They said you'd be in here in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was just having a little talk with Gabrielle here, saying how happy I am she's taking Alonzo to meet the family. And how glad I am his uncle is going to be on her arm.
Alonzo. How perfect. Even though the child is not half Mexican, at least his Spanish blood is being recognized. The family, of course, will fall in love with Alonzo, and they'll be so happy to see Gabrielle again, they will forgive her for having him out of wedlock. And then, you know what's going to happen, don't you, Tina? Well, of course you do. The family is going to beg and plead and talk Gabrielle into staying in Buenos Aires among her people. You know, her own culture. And then you, the liar and phony mother of Alonzo, will never, ever see that little boy again. No! No!
Oh, shut up, Maria, please. No, she said she'd never do that.
And once alerted, the operator can throw a few switches. Show them, Marsley. And within a moment, All doors, all cell doors, corridor doors, doors leading in and out of the facility can be locked simultaneously.
Excuse me, Warden. What happens if an inmate gets in here and learns how to control the system? Isn't that just inviting trouble?
Of course. But no con will ever learn it. Only our computer operators will know the secret keys to the functions.
So let's say if someone takes the operator hostage and forces the secrets out of him?
Please, you're indulging yourself in hypothetical dramas that will never occur.
Yeah, well, murders and suicides aren't supposed to happen here either, Warden, right? Oh, no, wait. What's happening right here? This light is flashing for solitary. What is that? What's going on?
That's the fire alarm signal, but it's not ringing. The computer is not fully operational, and we still have a few bugs to iron out.
What if there is a fire there?
Well, the matron and the guards
I'll
will...
check it out right now, sir.
Hold on.
Mr. Roberts, you can't. I don't know how one woman can cause so much ruckus in here.
What about the Espanol, bro?
Oh, what about it? I got a very beautiful translator along as a traveling companion.
Oh, that you are in love with, too.
Mm-hmm. I'm very much in love with my translator.
And Gabrielle told me that she had invited you and you had accepted. I can't tell you how thrilled I was.
Yeah, me too. I tell you, Max, I would marry Gabrielle in a minute, but I have to keep reminding myself that she's just starting to love me. She's not quite where I am yet.
Yeah, we'll give it time. This trip's gonna do wonders, mark my words.
Yep, with any luck.
Smoke down here.
I know. That's Tina's cell.
Tina! Girl, you all right? Got it.
Get her out of there.
Are you all right? You need to see a doctor. Can you breathe? Huh?
I'm okay.
Are you okay?
Thank goodness you were there.
Hey, Tina, is everything all right in there?
Under control. We got her in line.
Tina, what happened?
Where'd your mother? Your mother, she came in there. She had those blankets. She set it on fire. If she locked me in there, of course, she's going to kill me. You have to talk to her. You have to tell her to stop, to leave me alone.
Tina.
Look, I know you're going to tell me that she's alive and that I'm out of my mind, but I didn't imagine.
How did this happen?
Miss Maria, she had matches. She set it on fire.
I'll be right back. We'll take her to the infirmary.
Yeah. Tina, now listen to me. Now, a doctor is coming to see you tomorrow. A psychiatrist. He's going to help you with these things that you've been seeing, all right?
Gordon, I don't need help. Please. I need protection. I need someone to protect me from your mother. She's not... If you go to the gravesite, you'll see she's not dead. She's not in the ground.
Hey, now listen to me. I was there this morning, all right? The grave is fine. And there were flowers there and everything, all right?
Then open up the coffin. You'll see she's not in there. Gord, she's going to kill me.
No, Tina, she won't.
What's wrong?
Wade.
You're not going to tell me you have to go now, are you?
Will you get angry?
No. I'll just be a little disappointed, that's all.
Me too. In myself. You know, I never slept with Rick.
I kind of guessed that. But maybe you'll feel differently about me than you did about him.
That's true. This is a whole different feeling. I hate to admit it, but I have to. Only
you're not ready. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You always have the right not to make love if you don't want to.
I know I do. But most guys have a problem with that.
I'm not going to put any pressure on you. I don't want to force you to do anything you don't want to. Besides, in this day and age, people have to be really careful when it comes to sex.
Could we sleep together? Not make love, just lie here with our arms around each other for the whole night.
That's the next best thing. I know I don't want you walking out that door.
Her eyes were wild. She was clutching on my arm with the kind of strength that I never dreamed that Tina had. Then she asked me to go out to the cemetery and dig up my mother's grave to make sure that she was still in the coffin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Look, I
I've heard you two talk about this for a while now, and it was just so abstract that I couldn't... Obviously, I'm going to help you here, so we've got to do something, anything we can.
I'm just grateful that you finally understand. What did the warden say?
Yeah, nice guy. He thinks that Tina set the fire herself.
Oh, really? Where'd you get the matches?
Good question. You know, all he was worried about was the fact that this all happened during his precious press conference for his computer control system. You know, if I hadn't spotted that light blinking right there on the panel, he would have written the whole thing off as a computer malfunction.
And Jamie was somewhere with an alibi laughing. You know, it had to be a guard or a matron. There's no prisoner that would have that kind of access.
I'm telling you, the door was locked. Matron Moffat was just as concerned as I was. It was real. It was locked.
You can't completely discount another prisoner.
At this point, I'd believe just about anything, but since none of us are in there's no way we'll ever find out.
Well, I'd be willing to punch someone out to get thrown in.
I expect you would, Max, but I don't think there's enough time.
I just can't keep any of this straight in my mind right now. It's all happening so fast, it's just so confusing.
Look, Gord, let's go outside and get some fresh air. Maybe that'll clear your head.
Hey, the shrink's gonna check her out tomorrow. The least that can happen is he recommends she get transferred to Cromwell. Not that Cromwell's a grand hotel, but it will take her away from whoever's trying to kill her. Come on.
We are down to very small favors, aren't we? Max. I've had an idea.
What is it?
Would you be able to go over to Landview Hospital right away and pick up a few things?
Where do you want this?
Put it in the corridor. Maintenance will pick it up later. The patient's been examined. The smoke inhalation didn't do any harm. Thanks to you and Mr. Roberts.
Are they keeping her in the infirmary overnight?
Yes, under special guard. Tina's talking to Warden Perkins right now. She claims no one gave her any matches.
I know. I'm beginning to wonder if Maria Roberts is alive myself.
Matron Moffat, the patient is clearly demented.
That fire I put out was real, and I don't think she said it. Sanders, Sharp, what are you standing around for?
Well, I'm just worried about my friend Tina, that's all.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. I want this cell cleaned.
What about a new mattress?
That can wait till morning when the supply warehouse is open.
I don't like this. You've messed up so many times. Moffat is beginning to think that Tina was set up.
It'll be all right. Just as long as Tina continues to claim it's Maria.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Maybe that's right. Maybe we just have to make sure that Tina stays crazy. And I'll be here first thing in the morning to do just that.
Wade, I think the kitten you found last night is hungry again.
Good
morning.
Oh, I don't have any milk.
Oh, well, we have to name her. What's your middle name?
What?
Well, you found her. We'll name her after you.
No, we won't. I hate my middle name.
Come on, what is it?
I'm not telling you.
Yes, you are. Come on, no secrets. Not ever, you promise.
All right. My middle name is Tabby.
Tabby?
You know what? That's really weird because that's a perfect name for a kitten.
Come on, what is it, really?
Torture me. I'll never tell.
I don't consider that torture.
Hey, my watch has stopped. What time is it?
It's, 8:45.
8:45. I'm late. Your father's gonna wring my neck. Listen, why don't you take the cat and go on, and I'll just close up, okay?
No, I can do that. You go ahead.
No, we can't. You have to... Don't you have a class or something? And you have to find a home for the kitty.
Wade, if you don't tell me your middle name, I'm going to call this cat Wade Coleman.
If I tell you, will you go?
I promise.
It's Norman. Goodbye.
Come on, Norman. some milk. Oh, wait, bye-bye.
Hey, Mary Lynn.
Sorry. I'll see you later.
You sure will, babe.
You shoved me out so fast I forgot my purse and my sweater. I'll get it.
Oh, the briefcase. There's just some legal papers in here, you know, for my mom's parole.
Oh, for a second I thought you didn't want me to see it. You had such a guilty look on your face.
Oh, no, it wasn't guilt. It was just surprise. Listen, we're really wasting time. Come on. Go. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Why did I ever let Frank talk me into this?
Here you are, Tina. Your room all cleaned up. Sanders, what about that wall? You were supposed to scrub it down.
I thought Buzz was going to take care of it. Do I have to do everything?
What else have you got to do? Finish up. I'll be right next door, so don't pull anything with Tina.
What, you're not going to leave me alone with him?
You'll be okay. I'll leave the door open.
Hey, listen, Tina, I'm sorry about the fire last night. It must have been pretty rough, huh?
I don't want to talk about it. You just get out of here.
Okay, fine. Except, well, I saw something that was pretty scary last night, too.
Like what?
Like I saw Maria Roberts talking to one of the guards.
What?
Tina, that's right. She's just as alive as you and I are. And when she saw me looking at her, she laughed.
Jamie, don't tell me that. That can't be. I'm the only one who sees her.
No, Tina, I know. I thought you were out of your mind, too, but just until now. Look, maybe together we can prove that she still exists.
Jamie. You're not teasing me, are you?
Tina, no. Maria is alive. And she wants to kill the both of us.
Are you Nurse Dixon, then?
Yes. And you?
I'm Ginger Watson, a psychiatric nurse, formerly from Landview Hospital.
Baby, if you've ever wondered.
You will get the hang of it. I promise.
Dealing with the tea is the easy stuff. Finding my way here from the West Wing, that's the hard stuff.
You're not sorry that you moved in, are you?
No, I'm not. No, what would give you that impression?
As you tossed and turned all night, I thought maybe you were having second thoughts.
No, honey, it's not because of the living arrangements. It's because I was thinking about Tina over at Statesville.
I thought you said that nothing happened to her in the fire.
Honey, nothing did, but who's to say what's going to happen next time? Maybe I am willing to go along with Vicky on this one. Maybe somebody at Statesville is trying to drive her crazy, or even worse, trying to kill her.
Well, if it isn't Landview's newest and happiest couple. Hi.
Hello, Judith.
I bet
How you
you're
doing?
surprised to see me in the Dragon's Castle. Yes. Well, you should be. I wouldn't come here unless it was something very important.
Is something wrong?
Depends on how you look at it. I just hope you see it from my point of view. Katie, Cord, I've just come to say goodbye. I'm leaving Landview today.
Well, we could always use reinforcements, Watkins.
No. Watson.
Oh, yes, sorry. You said Dr. Larry Woloch from Landview Hospital recommended you?
Yes, that's right. He thought I could put my expertise to use here, helping out some of your more seriously disturbed patients.
Oh, well, take your pick. If you ask me, they're all disturbed.
Good. Well, in that case, I think I'd like to begin with your most notorious resident, Tina Roberts.
Roberts?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm afraid that...
You see, I've studied the Roberts case, and from a psychiatric viewpoint, it's absolutely fascinating. So, when can I see her?
You can't.
I can't. Oh, Oh, wait a minute, Nurse Dixon. I was told I'd have access to all patients
I don't
here.
care what you were told. The Roberts woman is my case exclusively. As far as you're concerned, she's strictly off limits.
No, Jamie, you're lying to me. You couldn't have seen Maria. No, this is just another one of your tricks. You're trying to drive me insane, and you know it's just like you.
Tina, if I was trying to drive you insane, why would I agree with you that Maria is still alive?
But you couldn't have seen her. It's impossible.
Why? You did.
But that's because I'm crazy, and everybody says that. Everybody says she's dead. That's what everybody tells me.
That's because they don't know any better, Tina. We do. When I saw her, she was dressed like one of the inmates. And you couldn't believe the look she gave me, Tina. It still gives me the creeps.
You mean that?
That's right. You're not the only one she's after. Tina, somehow, Maria managed to fake her own death. And now she's out for revenge. So we gotta stick together no matter what happens. Now, aren't you relieved? This whole thing hasn't been your imagination. Maria is alive. She's real.
And she wants to kill me.
And me too.
Why you?
Who knows how a demented mind like that works? Maybe she blames me for her being shot in Buenos Aires. I don't know. In her twisted imagination, she blames us for everything that's happened.
Wait, did she say that? Did she make some kind of threat?
No, I told you. It was just that look that she gave me.
What look?
You haven't seen it? I was in the prison lounge one day, and I was just minding my own business, and I turn around, and there's Maria standing over me, just staring at me. And you can't believe the look she had on her face.
Well, and that's all she did? Just stare?
That's all she had to do. I got out of there as fast as I could, and I haven't had the nerve to go back in there since. So you see, Tina, I'm just as terrified as you are.
No, I don't believe you. No, you were just trying to confuse me. You didn't really see Maria.
No, Tina, come on, listen to me.
No, just stay away from me, all right? Look, everybody may think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy enough to believe you.
You believe your own eyes, don't you? You saw Maria. Tina, all their words and their attempts at comforting you, it doesn't work because you know the truth. So do I.
This can't be true.
Tina, I know that I haven't always been kind to you. In fact, I've been cruel. But you know that I've got a powerful sense of self-preservation, right?
Yes.
So you gotta trust me this far. I need an ally, someone who believes that I'm in danger because she's in the same danger herself.
Well, you want me to help you?
We've got to help each other. And the first thing we've got to do is to get you out of solitary.
Yeah, but they told me I was safe here.
Safe? Tina, Maria came in here and set your bed on fire and nobody saw. No, you're too vulnerable in here. You need protection. Some place where we can communicate with each other. Like the infirmary.
Well, how am I going to get them to send me there?
Well, they already think you're sick, don't they? Just pretend you're even more freaked out than they thought. And you're almost faint with hunger as it is on top of everything else, so use it.
I don't know.
Tina, the infirmary is your only hope. If you can't trust me, trust your common sense. It's your last chance.
I thought I told you to finish cleaning up and get out of here, Sanders.
Oh, I'm sorry. Roberts just seemed to be weak. I was just trying to help out.
Sure. You're all heart. Now beat it.
Yes, ma'am. Tina, you know how to help yourself, don't you?
Well, what are you going to do? You taking a vacation or a big trip or something? No, Katie. I'm leaving town for good. Why? Oh, honey, I don't want to make you miserable by retelling all the things that have happened to me. Let's just say that it was your father's death and the gap that widened between Herb and me during the trial that forced me to sort of reevaluate everything. But just to pack up and... Would you tell her that she doesn't know what she's doing?
Judith, I think I'll give you a chance to talk to Kate alone for a while. Listen, if you do decide to leave,
I want you to know, I wish you only the best.
Thank you, Cord. I knew Katie was a lucky girl when she met you.
Oh, no, ma'am. I'm the lucky one. Always have been. Good luck, huh?
Thanks. You see, Katie, with a very warm, loving man like that, you're not going to miss your old, decrepit mother.
Mom, how can you talk like that?
Oh, I'm not going to the ends of the earth. I'm just going to a remote corner called Mendora.
Mendora? I would think with all the time that Dad spent there, that'd be the last place you'd want to go.
I'm just making up for time that I missed, all those years of not exploring the country. And with Dorian's offer, I've got a second chance.
Doreen, you're going to be working for her?
I know it sounds incredible, but she needs a legal mind to draft a new constitution for the government.
Well, then why don't you tell her to get herself another lawyer?
Katie, you don't understand. I want to go. It's not just the challenge of the work or the challenge of getting along with Dorian. It's an opportunity for me to start over with no strings, no skeletons in the closet, and no daughter. Oh, Katie. I'm not running away from you. It's just that I have had a few problems lately, and I haven't been a very good friend. But you see, if I could just get my life together, I could come back and give you a lot more love and support than I've ever given you.
Come back? How, you'll be down there and I'll be here? Mom, I need you to be close by. I'm going to be married soon.
But you haven't set a date. It could take you a long time before you and Cord are ready.
Well, then we'll speed things up. Come on, you're going to want to be here, aren't you?
Katie, it doesn't matter how far away I am. I will be here. But until that time, I need to start sort of building a life for myself.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm being very selfish. I'm just so used to having you here, you know. It gives me the courage to go out there and explore and take chances.
I know. But I'll always be here in spirit for you, even if I'm not in body. Please understand. I just need to go away and do something for myself. I mean, you've had all this time in your life to explore and be a free spirit and take chances. Don't you think it's fair that your mother gets to go and do that?
Of course I do.
Then why don't you just do for me what I do for you when I send you on an adventure, okay?
Okay. Oh, I'm going to miss you so much.
Well now, Nurse Dixon, you see, I certainly appreciate this personal interest that you've taken in the Roberts case. But as a psychiatric nurse, I really am more qualified to care for her than you are.
I'm not questioning your experience, Watson.
Well, that's good. I'm very glad. Because, you see, the warden specifically requested my services here. And we wouldn't want to countermand his orders now, would we?
Well, if he thinks you can help...
Oh, I know I can.
Well, I'd still like to stay on top of the case. Call it professional interest.
Absolutely, of course. Well, perhaps you could flesh out some of the background for me.